What's up, y'all? I didn't even hit the button for the thing to start. It started it on its own. When I was at my lowest moments, when I was at my lowest points in life, my lowest uh, frame of mind, my lowest negative thinking, my lowest self pity, my lowest regret, my lowest self hatred, my lowest anger, my lowest humiliation, my lowest embarrassment, my lowest regret. I don't know if I said that one already. When I was at my lowest moment, I had no idea. I had no idea that was the necessary starting ground for me to change my life and make a comeback. I did not, I had no idea. I thought I was cursed. I thought that the sun, moon, and stars was punishing me. I thought that my ancestors were mad with me. And I felt low, man. I felt real low. And I did not know, man, that was necessary to put me in so much pain. And I was by myself. That was necessary for me to experience so much pain that I had to wave the white flag to myself and tell myself it's time to change. Sean, it's time to change. This here ain't working for you no more. And it didn't feel good, y'all. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. And let me say this now, because I don't want you to get caught up in this video. Right now it's at the 3 minute, 16 second mark. I don't want you to get caught up with however long this video gonna be. You watch this video and you think, Sean was only in this position for the length of this video. Man, what I just described for you, the state of mind and the state of life that I was in, that I just illustrated for you, I was in that shit for months, years. Before I went to prison, I was in a 3.5 year depression. Sure was. Functional depression. I was in a 3.5 year functional depression. Now let's add some color to that functional depression term. Let's elucidate on that term, and let's expound on that term, and let's expand on it. When I say I was functionally depressed, that meant that I was still getting up every day, taking care of my hygiene, eating, running the errands that I had the energy to run. I was still moving on with my life. I was still fulfilling and going through my daily duties of life, because I don't want I think a lot of times we get lost and we have this perception that depression is a motherfucker laying in the bed with the shades drawn, ain't eating, the room is dark, not talking, not sleeping, contemplating taking his life. That is a form of depression, but there's also being functionally depressed, where you still get up and go to work, you still pay your bills, you still do you think, but you are not happy and you do not like yourself. I'm gonna let that marinate. I was there for years. And that pain that I was in was totally necessary. Do you know how you purify gold? Gold, Gold, gold. The way you purify gold is you have to burn out its impurities, while you take raw gold and you put it in a furnace, a hot, extra hot furnace or a dross, DORSS, and the heat within that furnace burns all the impurities out of the gold and makes it pure gold. And I say that, and I use that as an analogy to what happened in my life. And I don't think I'm different from many other people. From what happens in our lives when we go through these painful experiences and these painful phases in our lives, it's meant for us to change something. It's meant for us to do something different. It's meant for us to change. It is. And it takes those low moments, man, in order to bring about the change, because I had no idea. I didn't know. And while I was in that depression for them 3.5 years and in that dark moment in my life, I had no idea when it was going to end or if it was ever going to end. I didn't know what was going on. But I just got up every day and I continued to do what I needed to do. And I didn't duck and hide from what was in front of me. I ran toward my fears. And just like the analogy to life, man, the sun rises in the east, right? It rises and the sun gives heat, light, and life itself. And then sun rises to 12 noon when it's at its peak, at its zenith. And then 1 second after that, it begins its descent, its fall. And it comes all the way back down. Then it sets in the west. And then the sun goes on the other side of the planet. And it's dark. There's darkness. There is no light. But eventually, the sun rises again, and it rises right before when it's the darkest. So if you're in a real fucked up spot in your life, I don't know what to tell you, man. That other than that, it don't last forever. But you got to be willing to see it through to the end and survive them rough moments, man. The sun will come back out again. It always does. It always does. It's not like a watch or a clock where the battery runs out or the mechanism inside of a watch goes bad and then the time don't work no more. The sun don't never break. The universal laws don't never break. Yep. So, just a little something for you, man. Just a little something for you, man. Peace.